Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Twisted 360s with the Red River Valley iRacing League. You got Wildman White and the Big Bacon up in the booth tonight. How we doing tonight, buddy?
We're doing good, brother. How you doing, man? How y'all doing, race fans? You ready to see some action-packed racing right here at Fairbury?
These guys are getting warmed up here. We got another just under 6 minutes left to practice here for these guys to tear up the track a little bit. As you can tell, they've already torn it up quite a bit. That middle is already slicked off. It's going to be another bottom groove and a high groove tonight. Definitely going to add in for some interesting action, I think.
Absolutely. You can see there's already almost 3 lanes. It's pretty dark on the straightaways. They're just looking back here, 1 and 2. Got 2 different grooves. Middle actually looks promising, and turn 3 right in the middle throughout looks pretty good. But you're going to see these drivers going way up high, probably way down low, and then fishing through the middle.
They're definitely going to be flinging it all over the track tonight, trying to gain each and every position they possibly can. It's going to get a little bit interesting. Make sure we try and keep ourselves in our seats here, Bacon. I think we're going to have plenty of action to try and keep up with this evening.
Absolutely, man. I'm waiting for the Amazon drones to get here with my seatbelts because I want to be strapped in. This should be a wild and sizzling race, brother. And, well, it's going to be twisted right here for the Twisted 360 series for the Red River Valley iRacing League at Fairbury.
Fairbury's a little bit of a smaller track as we were there last night with the HRH Motorsports Dirt Street Stock Series and the Core Ag Super Late Models. The guys put on a hell of a show last night. It was great to watch. Now it's time for the sprint cars to try their chance around this little bitty quarter-mile track. Got to about 76 degrees out this evening with a 70% humidity. Not too much wind, so they won't have too much to deal with this evening.
Yeah, the dust should not be a factor with 70% humidity, but that's going to make the track, could be a little sluggish here, could be a little slippery, which is good for us up in the booth where it's nice and safe and all you race fans. But for these drivers, they're going to have their hands full, I think.
Well, I'm definitely glad I'm up here in the booth instead of running around on this track because I don't care. These cars might be a little bit small and this track might seem a little big. There's not that much room, though, when you got 3, 4, 5 wide going into a corner at the same time. Gonna add up for some interesting stuff.
Oh, absolutely wild, man, especially when those 4 or 5 wide are switching 2 to 3 lanes, going for positions, and trying to stay out of trouble. You're going to see a lot of that, It's not easy checking up sometimes. You got momentum going sideways in the corners, so we'll see how good these drivers are. Their abilities will be tested tonight.
I'm definitely interested to see how they're going to handle this track this evening. It looks like as of right now, we still are going to have 17 cars this evening, which means everyone will make the feature event. Glad to at least have 17 in our book tonight. Some people I know have different plans going on in their lives. We can't control that, but when it comes to the missing races, that means you got to work just that much harder to gain those spots back.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We had this week was the lowest car count. This is usually not everyone's favorite track on the schedule, Fairbury. I'd say all the drivers that have raced take advantage because next week we go to the Chili Bowl.
And for those of you that don't know the Chili Bowl, that is a very, very small track known for pretty much all of its midget racing. It's going to be a little bit interesting when you put full-size dirt street stocks, super late models, and full-size sprint cars out on that track. I think we're in for an interesting show.
They better bring extra bubble wrap and duct tape, super glue, anything they can get their hands on. They're going to need extra car parts for that week.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a little bit interesting to watch. I'm kind of interested to see how many guys are actually going to come try their luck at this Chili Bowl next week.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. We got, about a minute and a half left to practice. Again, we're here at Fairbury for the Red River Valley iRacing League, the Twisted Motorsports 360 Sprint Cars. And there is no qualifying, just like real life at the River Valley and most dirt racing. There's no qualifying. It is a pill draw, which means it goes straight into heat racing, which is there. Sort of qualifying for the A main event, and if need be, there is a B main.
There is a B main when we do have a full field tonight. Everyone will make it in, so I do believe we're going to be skipping the B main tonight, but that's all part of it. Definitely looking forward to the race in action, though. We're looking at Ross Carrento, who's sitting second on the leaderboard in practice this evening. Right ahead of him is Devin Butts with 11.02 quick time on during practice session here. Not a bad goal.
Yeah. No, that's pretty quick. Number 47, Devin Butts. Yeah, 11.018. I mean, that is fast. Yeah, Carrento not too far off. Greg Chandler third, Thomas Mitchell, and Steve Fernberg. Your top 5 quickest in practice. The track, few cars out here. It's starting to break in quite well. You can see the glossiness starting to fade away, getting a little of that wetness, dirt off the track. Get it prepped for these drivers. Hopefully they put on a good show for us tonight.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. We got Larry and Chet tonight. How y'all doing tonight? We're doing good, buddy. Good to see you here. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that have tuned in for the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars tonight. Glad to have you here. We're definitely looking forward to putting on one hell of a show for each and every one of you.
Absolutely. We got Clayton and Mikey in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely. Here we go. We're getting ready for heat number 1. Let's let the wild man get the cameras set up for the grid of the first heat.
For heat number 1 for the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars, it's going to line up just like this. Nicholas Ralstead going to be starting on pole in that one car outside of him. Going to be the wild child, Jonathan Lee, in that 15 car.
Second row inside, number 10, it's Ross Carrento. Right outside of him, number 47, the quick time in practice, Mr. Devin Butts.
And the final row in your 6 car heat number 1 event here is going to line up like this. Starting 5th, Rowan Jones out of Australia in the 25 car. Going to be outside of him is Kayla Heelbit out of Team SSR in that 58 machine.
6 drivers, 4 advance straight to the show. But like Wildman was saying, looks like everyone should advance. We'll see how it turns out.
Gonna be a little bit interesting. 8 laps of distance again for these guys. We're looking at Jonathan Lee, the wild child, new to the HRH Motorsports in that slick 55L machine.
He's got a fresh paint on that car. That is fresh booth. He's excited and give it a whirl.
All right, Nicholas Ralstead is a scratch for heat race number 1, so Ross Carrento is going to move up into the pole position for heat race. Action tonight, going to be a little bit interesting. Jonathan's got a heavy hitter right underneath him. Let's see if he's got anything for him.
Absolutely, yeah. Ross Carrento, known for the sprint car racing right here. He knows how to handle these. It's more his specialty. Sometimes he comes out. Once in a while does the street stocks and the super late models, but this is his baby. This is his candy. Who's going to take it down here? Heat number 1 at Fairbury.
Pace truck caution lights are out. He pulls off the backstretch. We're coming to the green flag this time. Your leader, Ross Carrento, going to be looking for the green fabric to fly. Coming out of turn number 4. Jonathan Lee gets a jump on the leader, cuts in front of him. We'll see if race control lets that slide. I don't think so.
Don't. Race control shakes the finger left and right, said, not so fast. You're right. Jonathan Lee did get a good start there. A little too much. He lifted back off, let him take position, but race control did not approve. Face truck back out here, getting the drivers settled back in. Here they come. Actually, good news for, looks like Nicholas Rolstead, who missed the grid. He gets to come back out on the track now. Big grin on the face. See what he can do now.
We'll see as they get him lined back up here. Caution light still on the pace truck. We'll see if Jonathan Lee is going to keep his position starting outside pole. Looks like it's going to be that way as we're going to get him too wide once more here. Try and get him lined up, ready to rock and roll. Your leader, Ross Carrento, is still going to look for that green fabric to fly once more.
See if Carrento can settle down Jonathan Lee here. Round number 2. Here we go.
On the go pedal, and Ross Carrenta throws it down to the bottom. Jonathan Lee running through the middle, right through the slick stuff, able to keep right with them there, side by side down the backstretch. Ross Carrenta down low. Jonathan Lee still running the middle. Is he going to have enough muster to get around him this time? Ross cuts the berm.
Up on two wheels there, Wild Man. Balancing it like he's got hydraulic. Jonathan Lee through the middle there, but on the outside, closing the door. Jonathan Lee way on the outside. Who is that coming for the lead out of turn 4?
Devin Butts looking to steal the lead. 3-wide battle for first spot right now. Ross Carrenta throws it back to the bottom. Oh, Devin Butts gets into the wall.
Coming out of 4 now. Jonathan Lee slips back to 4th position. Gets her held back in check. Trying to be a little smoother here. Hold it down. Diving hard in turn 3. Carrenta up front. Your leader now. Hold it down.
Actually, Bacon, that was the checkered flag for heat race number 1. Your winner, Ross Carrenta, in that 10 car.
Oh, thank you for that correction. There was mayhem everywhere, man. Double wide, 2 rows, 3 wide, 4 wide there. What some action. Heat number 1, we're just getting started.
Heat race number 1 is going to wrap up like this. Ross Carrenta going to be your winner. Devin Butts second. Rowan Jones going to finish up third. Jonathan Lee falls back to 4th. Cale Hebuilt in 5th. Nicholas Rostad rounds out the 6-car field. We're going to move on to heat race number 2. Starting on pole, going to be Robert Satterfield in that 55 Phantom Motorsports machine. Outside of him, going to be Robert Charette in the 64 car.
3rd position inside, 2nd row, 989 of Dalton Hayden. Right outside of him, number 12, Grant Wesley.
Greg Chandler going to be starting 5th tonight in that 94 machine. Heat race number 2. Outside of him is going to be Sean Bowers in the 03 car, starting 6th. Again, 8 laps distance. We'll see if these guys can get it ready to rock and roll as we get them lined up. Caution lights out on the pace truck. We're gonna
look at the draw. 55 gets a lucky draw finally. A lot of times this season he's been bad luck. 55 almost, we say. It starts in the back almost every time. Let's see what he can do. Can he hold off, lead every lap here? Phantom Motorsports. That's Robert Satterfield. Pace truck's going off. We're waiting for the command from the Wild Man. Heat number 2. We're at Fairbury. Let's go.
Robert Satterfield on that go pedal. Heat race number 2 underway. Throws it down to the bottom. Robert Schreck goes through the middle. Gets a little bit loose. Able to hold on to it, though, as he gets onto the backstretch, trying to chase the other Robert down here. Throws it to the high side this time. Robert Satterfield making it look easy on the bottom as he opens up a half-second lead.
Mr. Smooth 55, the bright red machine down low, keep it in check. Charette there, 65. The other Robert on their house side. Dalton Hayden now, trying to make a move now. He's down low, trying right behind Grant Wesley. 2 laps complete.
Robert Satterfield still in command of this as Robert Charette gets into Grant Wesley in that 88 car. Greg Chandler moves up to second as he gets loose. Ooh, Dalton Hayden moves to second.
Wow, Dalton, right spot, right time, fishes right through up to second position. They're 3 wide right behind. He wants to get out of here. We're going to be halfway to go. 4 laps to go. Your leader, 55, Satterfield still.
Dalton Hayden making the bottom line work as Grant Wesley up top. Dalton gets loose off the corner. Grant takes the second spot away now. Robert Charette right underneath Greg Chandler, 94, trying to get that spot away. Nope, not that time.
Race fans, you never know what's going to happen. Dalton was in second there, falls back to 5th position. What's going to go on? Grant Wesley now in 3rd. Keep digging down low. Right behind him is Robert Charette.
These guys are battling out like it's for the money right now. This time by for your leader, Robert Satterfield in the 55 machine. Going to be white flag in the air.
1 to go. Can he hold off Grant Wesley? Wesley giving a full set on the outside. Half a lap to go. Satterfield inside. Mr. Smooth up high. Wesley in the wall. Not enough. Heat number 2 winner. Number 55 of Robert Satterfield.
What a heat race. Holy Mother Mary.
Wow. You called it right there, Mr. Wildman. That felt like a money race. That felt like there was $50,000 on the line.
Heat race number 2 going to round out like this. Robert Satterfield going to be your winner. Grant Wesley coming on 2nd. Greg Chandler 3rd. Robert Charette coming on 4th. Dalton Hayden 5th. And Sean Bowers did not make the call, so he's going to take that 6th and final spot in heat race number 2. Now, heat race number 3 on its way. Sitting on pole, the man out of Twisted Motorsports himself, Dustin Helms in the 9 machine. Outside of him, Thomas B. Mitchell in the 02.
Second row inside. Third position, number 29 is Steven Fernberg. Outside of him, Baby Blue, Map TV 414. It's Scott Martin.
Starting fifth, going to be Shane Yates, last night's winner in the HRH Dirt Street Stock Series. Outside of him, going to be Patrick Spangler in the 04 car.
6 drivers here. The top 4 automatically advance, but looks like every single one may do that. We'll have to wait and find out. Pace truck is off. Who's going to get this one, Chet? Let's switch the microphone to the wild man to call heat number 3. Here we go.
Dustin Helms on that go pedal. Heat race number 3 underway this time. Dustin throws it there right through the middle. Thomas Mitchell making a move on the outside. Too wide down the backstretch. Dustin Helms has the advantage. Thomas Mitchell looking to the inside this time, coming to the front stretch this time. Dustin Helms got the lead.
Crossover engaged for Mr. Mitchell, but Dustin closes the door. We got a battle in the back there. 2 cars getting a little clinged together, but they keep rolling around. The Helms, though, keeps it going. Shane Yates is slinging that car way up on the outside, holding her down, get way out of trouble.
These guys are really trying to fight for these positions. Dustin Helms still holding on to that lead, but Thomas is hot on his heels. Shane Yates now battling for that 3rd spot with Steven Fernberg in the 029. Who's going to get it?
Yates still on the high side. That's where he's kept the car. Fernberg, you see 29 below. Dustin Helms still has his hands full. Mitchell closing the gap now. We're coming to lap number 5, halfway to go.
Dustin Helms able to open up a little spot, but Thomas catches him going onto the backstretch. Dustin throws it back down through the middle. Thomas running that high line. Is Thomas going to have anything for Helms?
Back to 3rd now. Yates looks like he got 3rd position over Fernberg as Dustin Helms trying to hold off Mitchell. We're on lap 6 of 8. They hit the stripe. The flagman says deuces, 2 to go.
Dustin Helms doing what he can to hold off Thomas Mitchell. Thomas on the hunt, onto the backstretch, looking to the high side. Is he going to have enough coming off of turn number 4? Doesn't look like it this time, but he's not giving up.
White flag is out. Dustin trying to hold it tough down low. Gets a little squirrely. Up high, brushes the wall. Thomas Mitchell coming out of turn 4. Who's going to get the advantage? Mitchell, I think, gets it at the line. He does.
I do believe Thomas Mitchell is going to be your heat race number 3 winner this evening. What a battle between these two in the closing laps of heat race number 3. Is going to round out like this. Thomas Mitchell, your winner, coming home 2nd. Dustin Helms, Shane Yates coming home 3rd. Steven Fernberg 4th. Patrick Spangler 5th. And Scott E. Martin rounding out your 6-car field. Holy mother of God.
Way to end the heat racing, y'all. What a battle. 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, untouched and top of it. Who's ready for the A main event?
As we do each and every single week, please remove your hats, put your hand over your heart. We're going to play the national anthem as we do for each of our races. Bacon, thank you again for getting this recorded for us.
Absolutely, brother.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Bacon, always a pleasure, man. Thank you again for getting that taken care of for us. It's awesome to be able to play that each week for all these fans out here.
Absolutely. You picked the perfect one for it, man. The perfect person to do it, and absolutely.
All right, y'all. Main event, A-Main, coming at you live next for the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars. Bacon, you ready for this? Heat race action was nuts. I think this is going to be crazy.
Oh, man, my heart is so racing, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I was telling Wyatt under the scenes here. I feel like really privileged to be up in the booth right now to watch this, and thankful I'm not behind the wheel. There are really fast drivers out here, and these heat races have been amazing. Very close racing. Had a little bumps and bruises in the back, but they all kept it going very good. So I'm very, very excited to see this A-Main feature.
I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know about you. We still got a minute and a half left to warm up for these guys to tear up the track. I'm ready to go now.
Absolutely. I want to see like 50 laps. Let's test the limits here. Let's throw a curveball. Looking at the track, it's a little shiny out there. It's a little different. Your John Deere tractor out there is working hard.
No, they're working hard, but it's a little bit different. Just like on our HRH Dirt Street stocks and the Core Super Late models. It's not necessarily what it seems to be. I can promise you that.
You are not lying on that, race fans. It is always different, and even though how many times you ask me, Bacon, I don't know.
The only person that knows that answer is the Wild Man, because it came through my psychotic mind to make these guys really work for their positions.
And I'll tell you one thing, they do enjoy it. I love that. I do also love how we have a pill draw. You never know where you're going to start in the heat races. You just better put your practice in and your hard work because you're going to need it. A lot of good competitors out here.
Definitely going to be interesting. We got another 20 seconds left to warm up, and then we're going to move on to gridding up our feature event for the Twisted 360 Sprint Cars.
Quickest car in practice here in warm-up, I should say. Grant Wesley, 11.177 with Mr. Devin Butts right behind. Mr. Devin was the quick time in the practice session. Third, Dustin Helms. Rowan Jones in fourth. And fifth, Robert Satterfield.
All right, y'all. Checkered flag in the air for the warm-up session. It's time for the lineup for your Twisted 360 Sprint Cars. Starting on pole is gonna be the one, the only Ross Grint in the 10 car. Outside of him, his teammate Robert Satterfield, the 55 machine.
Second row inside, 0-2, it's Thomas B. Mitchell. Right outside of him, the quickest car in practice. The second quickest in warm-up is number 47, Devin Butts.
Grant Wesley rolling off fifth tonight in that 88 machine. Outside of him, Dustin Helms in the 9.
Starting seventh, number 25, it's Rowan Jones. Right outside him, row 4, 94, Greg Chandler.
Rolling off ninth this evening, Shane Yates out of Team 5 in that 111 machine. And outside of him, the Wild Child, Jonathan Lee.
Starting 11th, number 60 for the other Robert, it's Robert Charette. Right outside of him, the 029, it's Mr. Steven Fernberg.
Gonna be rolling off 13th this evening is Cale Hilbert in the 58 machine. Outside of him, Dalton Hayden in the 989.
Last row, number grid in 15th position, the 04. It's Patrick Spangler. Right outside of him in 16th position, number 1, and Nicholas Rosa.
That is your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Pace truck pulls off of the backstretch. It's time, it's time. It's Twisted 360 Sprint Cars.
Green flag.
Ross Garenta on that go pedal into turn number 1. These guys are going to give it everything they can as they go down the backstretch. Side-by-side battle between teammates. Now looking 3 wide is Devin Butts in the 13 machine. Robert Satterfield able to get around him, though.
Satterfield, yeah, on the high side. We got 2 locomotive trains coming, y'all. There's one inside, there's one outside. And he's coming with company. Carenta all alone on the inside right now. And he is now falling to second position.
Robert Satterfield able to get the run off the high side on his teammate as Devin Butts throws it to the bottom. Slide job up in front of Satterfield. Satterfield drops it back down to the bottom, gets contact, able to keep it under control.
Coretta still down low, trying to keep away from the mayhem on the outside. Conveyor belt here. Butts, though, just sending the mail. Has a 5-car gap now.
Butts made a move on the outside of Satterfield coming out of turn number 2 last lap. Able to steal that lead away. What action between these top 3 already?
Satterfield still holding on. He does not want Devin to get out of his sights. His target is locked. He knows where to go. His eye is on him. Coretta, number 10, the bright blue machine, is slipping back to third. We got a slow car down low, though, inside. Caution flag is out.
Thomas Mitchell gets into the wall in turn number 3, catches it, crawls it, and flips that car over on its side. Let's see if he's going to pull into the pits this evening. We'll take a peek, actually, at what just happened.
Good job getting that car off the track.
Or I might have the wrong car at the moment here. It is. I did get the wrong car. I do apologize. That is Rowan Jones, newcomer to the Red River Valley iRacing League. That was not Thomas B. Mitchell. I do apologize. I got the same paint scheme, Bacon. I have a hard time.
They butt hooked you. Yeah, that's a tough one, brother. He looks like just got a little off settled there. I don't know if he had to check up with the car in front. Had a good run, and that front right just kicked the dirt not the right way. Kicked that right rear in the wall. That's all she wrote.
We're getting them lined up 2 wide once more. Your leader, Devin Butts, in that 13 machine. He got Satterfield to the outside. He was able to get away on the high side this time. What's he going to do on the restart? Coming to the green flag this time. On that go pedal back green flag race and jumps out to the lead round over Robert Satterfield. Robert throws it down to the bottom, making it hold in the middle there. Devin Butts still holding on to the outside as Ross Carrenta trying to poke his nose in, trying to make a move.
Devin Butts, what a gap, 4 gap there coming to the start-finish line. We're on lap 80 of 30. He's we got a tango on the back. We got a tango, might be Dustin Helms collected. I saw a bright yellow and orange car.
Bacon, I think you're right. Let's take a peek at the replay here. Dustin Helms in that yellow machine down on the bottom slides into the little bit of the slick stuff. Side by side there, going into turn number 3. Oh, he gets loose right in front of Shane Yates in the 111 car. Tough break for Shane. Wrong place, wrong time. It's all part of it, though.
That was tough. Good hard battle. It looks like Dustin was trying to slip up in line there. Just not enough momentum. Shane Yates had all the momentum there. Like I said, wrong place, wrong time. Let's get him wrapped up, lined up one more time. But Yates fans, take a peek at that leader, because right now he is the fastest car on the track. Satterfield right behind. So far, what I can see at this exact moment is the only car that can keep it that quick on the high side.
Pace truck rolls off of the backstretch. We're going green flag racing once again. Your leader, Devin Butts, going to look for the green fabric to fly once more. On that go pedal out of turn number 4, Devin jumps out to a quick lead over Satterfield. Ross Carrenta throws it down into the middle. Oh, side-by-side contact with Grant Wesley. Oh, boy.
Looks like Carrenta checked up maybe a little bit more. We'll see if the replay shows an accordion effect right behind there, unfortunately.
That was a rough go of it there for them guys. I don't know. I don't think Grant was quite prepared for his checkup here. We're watching as they go green this time. Grant threw down in the blue car. Grant throws it down underneath him. Slides up. Ross Carrenta. Looks like a little bit of a racing incident there. Hard to call from that angle, though.
Yeah, that's tough. Looks like, Carrenta going in there. Moved up a lane. The car right below. Tried to dive in there. Not sure if he slipped up. We definitely saw a right rear there. I know one thing. I got those drivers fired up. They're strapped in a little bit tighter now.
We'll get them lined up once again. Devin Butts, your leader in the 13 machine. Outside of him, Robert Satterfield, the 55 machine. Does Robert have anything for him? Coming into turn number 4. On that go pedal again. Devin jumps out in front. This time gets a good jump on him. Side by side, though. Devin Butts going to walk away on the outside, though. Robert
Satterfield there got a good jump there. Sorry to cut you up there, brother. You got a good goal cut there. Look for Robert Satterfield. I think he might have found something down low. Coming out turn 2 here. If he can slide outside, he might have a good run.
We'll see if he looks to throw that slide job as they get farther into this race. Lap number 13, we are now. These guys are battling out like it's 50 grand to win already. Unreal racing for these guys. These guys are doing everything they can as we're seeing Thomas Mitchell throwing it on the high side, trying to gain another spot.
Check out 8th position, Carrenta moving through the field. He got moved in the back here, going through some slower drivers now, and he is moving through the field. He needs a caution here in the next couple laps to get him resettled in.
This time by oh boy, we got a caution on the Speedway. You jinxed it. It's the commentator's jinx there, Bacon.
Oh man, I guess it's true. I guess it's true.
Looking behind these guys. Oh, a little bit of contact with Charette. Oh, wow.
Looks like that 7 car, the rear end was coming around a little too early. They're getting loose. When you get loose like that, your speed kills you. If they got to run behind there, like we just said, the accord effect can happen.
Rowan in the wrong place at the wrong time this time again. Caught the wall in the first caution. Got collected into that one. We'll see if he can get his car back out on the track. Rough COVID here in the beginning stages, but we've had a couple of cautions and we've had some good green flag racing. Hopefully we can finish it out on the green coming up.
Oh, absolutely. Like I always said, there's one driver that's happy to see that caution. That's that bright blue car. Number 10, Ross Carrenta, moving his way right back up through the field here.
We're looking back at our leader, Devin Butts, too wide, coming to the green flag this time. On that go pedal of that 13 machine, jumps out in front of Satterfield. Thomas Mitchell looking to the inside of Robert Satterfield, this time in the other 02 machine, going to be able to take away that second spot, go down to the backstretch side by side. Into turn number 3, still advantage Mitchell as Robert Satterfield gets the advantage on the front stretch.
Mitchell falling in line, 3rd position. You got Grant Wesley right on his rear end. He is quick on the high side. He was quickest in warm-ups. There he goes for the slider turn 3 and 4. But your leader, Devin Butts, is just putting the slapping on the field at the moment.
Devin Butts now opened up about a 7/10 of a second lead over second place Robert Satterfield in the 55 machine. Is anyone going to have anything for him at this point?
I'll tell you, 3rd place, Thomas Mitchell is throwing sparks going through 3 and 4. He is hammering down everything he can. Sattersfield 55 right there, and Wesley in 4th. Twisted Motorsports owner Dustin Helms looks to be coming up through the field. He's in 6th.
Looking on the outside of the wild, Jonathan Lee side by side down the backstretch, and Dustin Helms on the high side. Jonathan Lee down low. Who's going to have the advantage coming to the line this time? It's going to be Helms in that 9 car.
Helms keeps it high. Jonathan Lee goes through the middle here, coming out of turn number 2. Helms making it work. Oh, we got a caution out on the racetrack. Here comes iRacing Chevy Silverado pace truck out on the track, getting these drivers settled in. See if we can't find what happened out here. I couldn't see anything from the booth.
Well, we're looking at Cale Hebert and that white and red machine down on the bottom right now.
Okay.
Running there. Oh, Yates got loose, came down, collected him, and then we got into that red car. Patrick Spangler gets loose into the infield tires. Oh, boy. Looks like Shane Yates just might have got a little bit too loose on corner exit there.
Yeah, just a little. I mean, these drivers are digging. You can see, race fans, this track is getting slick. They're trying to get everything they can get out of these corners because the competition is high out here.
Devin Butts still able to hold on to this lead. When we go back green next time by, it looks like we're going to have 8 laps to go in this feature event. Is Robert Satterfield Bacon going to have anything for him as we're back green flag racing?
There we go. He tried to have a good restart there. He kept up with them pretty good. Thomas Mitchell in 3rd. Had a little struggle there, but trying to stay up.
Able to stick right with Satterfield in that 55 machine, and Thomas Mitchell in the 02 looking for his opportunity to make a move. Grant Wesley sitting in 4th as the caution flag flies once more.
Something, I think, happened in the back of the pack. The top 10 were getting racy. They were throwing sliders, getting them ready to move up through the field here.
Let's
see what happened.
Looks like we're going to be calling on Patrick Spangler, the 4 car there, the red machine. Running the bottom, comes onto the backstretch, gets a little loose. Oh, catches the tire, goes on 2 wheels, runs into Charette. Oh, boy.
Oh, rough go there. You do not want to hit that. Those tires are hard and heavy. and they're not too bouncy. Might have a little damage on the front of that sprint car.
Those tires can ruin your day in a heartbeat. You definitely want to stay away from them the best you possibly can, but we'll see if he can get it back rolling again as we're going to get him lined up one more time. Inside 10 to go. I do believe we're going to go single file restarts for this feature event.
I think you are correct. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're here at Red River Valley iRacing League at Fairbury for the Twisted Motorsports 360 Wing Sprint Cars. Getting ready to go green. Give the call, wild man.
Devin Butts on that go pedal back, green flag racing. Robert Satterfield trying to track him down as Dustin Helms now looking to the inside of Grant Wesley in that 9 machine. Jonathan the Wild Child looking to come with him. Ross Garanta looking now to point up a spot on Jonathan Lee too in that blue machine.
Mitchell hit the wall, falls back to fifth. Dustin currently third position. Grant Wesley on the outside takes third right back. Jonathan Lee inside right behind Dustin Helms. We're going to have 6 laps to go.
5 to go now, y'all. This is going to turn out to be an interesting one. Devin Butts still your leader in that 13 machine. Hot on his tail, those Robert Satterfield in the 55. We'll see if Robert can track him down with 4 to go now.
4 to go outside. Devin Butts is keeping it going. Satterfield trying everything he can to hold on. Wesley has moved up to third. Mitchell now on the door. Caution ways. They're going to get these drivers put back together one more time.
Looks like this one's going to be called on Dalton Hayden, Greg Chandler, Patrick Spanger, according to our software here. There's Dalton Hayden, 989. Greg Chandler right in front of him in the 94.
Oh!
Catches the wall, spins it out. Greg Chandler looks like he ran into the back of the... who was that?
7?
I think it was
Or
the 7
4.
of Cale Hillbit, if I'm not mistaken. But initially the caution come out on Dalton Hayden in that 989 machine.
Well, good news for him. The car looks good. He didn't hit anything at least.
Line back up, pace truck pulls off the backstretch, caution lights out. Your leader, Devin Butts, going to be looking for a quick jump to try and secure this win. On that go pedal, back green flag racing. Robert Satterfield doesn't let him get too far away as he's tracking him down right on his bumper into turn 1 and 2. Robert Satterfield right there. Is he going to have anything into turn 3 and 4? Oh, boy. Things going to get interesting.
Yes, they are. A couple positions, I think, got switched up there in the top middle.
It looks like Jonathan Lee is going to be on the hook for this one. In that 55L machine, looking on the bottom. Got Shane Yates right behind him, Ross Carenta right in front of him. Slides up to the top. Oh, catches Carenta. Oh, boy.
Man. Came up there, yep, got in the rear cove of Carenta. Carenta been working his way hard to get back up there. We're going to have, 2 laps to go.
When we hit that green flag, it's going to be deuces, as you always say, Bacon. It's going to get wild up in here, y'all.
It's about to get sizzling. We've had a few cautions. These drivers are now know one another where to be fast. It's time to go. We got 2 laps left, ladies and gentlemen.
Pace truck pulls off. Devin Butts on that go pedal back green flag racing feature event for the Fairbury Speedway with the Red River Valley iRacing lead. Satterfield gets into the wall. Dustin Helms peeking to the inside. Satterfield gets loose. Grant Wesley fighting back on the outside now, trying to take away that second spot.
White flag is out. Butts has a monstrous lead. Wesley in second. Sattersfield down low. Mitchell trying to get third away. Helms now coming in the picture for 6. Diving hard out of turn number 4. Number 47, Devin Butts takes home the checker flag with Grant Wesley right on his toes. 55 of Robert Sattersfield fell back to third position.
Wow. Holy bacon. What did we just witness?
That was mayhem. Crazy, good driving. What a show they put on.
Wow. Holy.
Talk about hard battling racing. I know there was a few cautions, but for this short track with these fast cars and very competitive drivers, that was good.
That was unbelievable. These guys, holy Mother of Mary. Wow.
We talked about it earlier before the feature. You did 4 or 5 wide. Oh, I saw it. I saw 4 wide go to 5 wide, back to 2 wide, coming out of the corner with 5 different position changes. It was unreal.
Bacon. These guys. Fairbury did not disappoint.
No, it did not.
This was awesome.
This was a good show.
I'm going to tell you this right now. After watching this, I'm pumped for the Chili Bowl.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. They better bring backup cars, trailers, sheet metal, duct tape. They're going to need all of it.
Oh, my Mary, Miss Golly, Miss Molly. That was amazing to watch. We're going to get our winner, Devin Butts, up into the booth. I want to hear what this man has to say. That was just, wow. Oh, my good golly goodness.
He was just full send on the high side. I mean, no one could catch him. The restarts, I don't know if they hurt him every single time because they started going. The gap just increased every time.
Just unreal. Devin Butts, my man, you put on an unbelievable show. Coming around the high side of Satterfield there, fighting for the lead and never looked back. You walked right away from them guys and they had nothing for you. Walk me through what was going through your mind this entire race, man.
Well, I knew I've had Rob chasing me enough to know that we're going to have a clean run, and I knew I had to get around him early because if we were going to have some of those caution flags, I wouldn't want to be in his position. He was in a tough position, just having a couple of those runs, and me having that advantage on the restart and gapping, by a half a second or whatever before we had those yellows. It's tough in both situations to be the leader or in second, but I knew I had to do something early, so I had to throw that middle move to slide up on Rob and kind of pinch Ross down. And I think that was the move of the race that kind of sealed it.
Absolutely. When you did that move, we were screaming. We couldn't believe it stuck, and you did it. And once you took the lead, you protected it, and you nailed every single restart. Congratulations. Who would you like to thank that put you in victory lane tonight here at Fairbury?
Appreciate it. Well, I got to thank you, Big Bacon, and everyone that's putting on the stream because it's always great to have my family support, everyone that can watch and support me, my wife for letting me do this, and my mom for getting me this McDonald's coffee because I think it helped me give me the edge a little bit. And Thomas Mitchell for helping me out with the sets. I think we nailed it on the nose this week. We've been getting closer and closer, but we found something this week, and hats off to him for helping us out.
Well, that was definitely an amazing show to watch, you guys. I say this each week. You guys raise the bar that much more every single time you hit the track. You guys never disappoint, and you definitely didn't disappoint here. I'm fired up for Chili Bowl. What about you, buddy?
Oh yeah, I was saying that it's just in time for the indoor nationals, so we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. Congratulations once again. Tonight's victor, Devin Butts.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you, I'm speechless right now. That was
just spit it out, wild man. Quit teasing us.
Oh my God, that was amazing. I can't believe what I just watched. That was wild.
It was a show. It was a show. They weren't half throttle. They were going every lap. We saw it in the heat racing as well. We thought the heat racing was the feature events, and what a show they did. All right, we got second place here. Let's see if we can pull up Mr. Grant Wesley.
Hey, what's up, guys?
My God, Grant. You had a hell of a run there. We were watching it in those closing laps, man. You were fighting to grab that spot, and Robert Satterfield dropped it to the bottom, opened up that door. Walk me through those last laps as you got right around him just in perfect timing.
Yeah, mainly, I was just trying to be patient the whole race. I started on the inside there at the start. I think I was like fifth, and the preferred line was definitely up top. That's where my car was set up for. But I had to roll to bottom there for about 7 or 8 laps, and finally made my way up to the top. And then from there on, I just had to be patient. I mean, it's kind of a one-line track. If you got 3 or 4 guys in front of you that are good up top, I mean, you kind of got to wait them out until they make a mistake. And that's just kind of what happened tonight for me. The guys in front of me, I seen that track, it kept slicking off and got pretty slick there at the end. And they started hitting the wall, and I knew as long as I just kept the car out of the wall and just stayed smooth up there, I'd be all right. So I was mainly just trying to be patient.
Big Bacon here up in the booth. Mr. Grant Wesley, good job getting second. I noticed you were quickest in warm-ups there. The car looked hooked, and like you were saying, you were Mr. Smooth. I was watching you when you're moving up through the field there. If you had the outside, you could do something. You could give the leader there a challenge, and that you did. So hats off getting the podium tonight. Who would you like to thank to put you in second?
First, congratulations to Devin. He drove a good race up there. I don't think he was going to make any mistakes tonight, so good job there. I'd like to thank you guys for the league and putting on the awesome broadcast. I enjoy watching them, and my teammates at XFM.
Oh, it's definitely awesome to watch. You guys put on one hell of a show. Just like I told Devin, I'm fired up for the Chili Bowl right now. Fairbury didn't disappoint. I'm excited to see what Chili Bowl's going to do, my man.
Oh, Chili Bowl is going to be a lot of fun. That's definitely a fun track there.
Oh, it was great to see you tonight. Congratulations on your second place finish this evening. Look forward to seeing you next week, my man.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks.
All right.
It was
Chad.
Grant Wesley, second place. The Outlaw man, he was smooth on the outside. Let's see if we can get a little intake here from number 55, Robert Sattersfield. He was up front. You saw that bright red Phantom machine all night. Take it away, Mr. Wildman.
Robert, I got to ask. That was a hell of a run you had. I believe it was the last start, actually. You were right on Devin's butt. I'm curious, what made you go to the inside to try and gain that spot? Was there more grip down there? Did the car feel better? What was it?
Well, we both got a really good restart, and we come in the corner, and he slowed up just a touch. I think you got a little tight when I was talking to him just a few minutes ago. You got a little tight on entry. I pulled down to the inside of him, but really that when the track gets like that, it's usually like a one groove track. It's hard to really make moves on the bottom to get by him. I like I told him, I probably could have thrown a couple moves at him, but just to be honest with you, I think I would have parked both of us for tonight, and I'd rather finish up front than to take a chance on wrecking two cars. That's really good at the end.
No, absolutely. Devin Butts there took it down tonight. He had nothing but respect to you. He said he was watching you, knew you're a nice, clean, respectful racer. So when he had to make that move early in the race, he was hoping that would kind of seal the deal. And, so congratulations on third. You had your hands full. There was mayhem all out there. I was very thankful I was up in the booth, nice and safe. I kind of want to know more the last few laps of Wildman was saying when you went low, but there was mayhem all around you. Were you just searching in there a little bit to see if you can make it a second groove?
When I went on the last couple laps, I came in the corner really hot, right? And I actually tapped a wall, and it got my car loose and shot me down the track. And I just stood on it and went straight to the bottom. And then I seen the car coming to my outside, so I didn't try to pull back up in front of them. So I just ran the rest of the race on the bottom because I didn't want to, I didn't want to make bad moves.
I got you.
Or take somebody else out. But, finishing top three, I'm happy with it.
Exactly. It's hard to complain when you're on the podium again, Mr. Sattersfield. Who would you like to thank that got you there?
Appreciate all my teammates at Phantom Motorsports, Velocity Race Designs for doing all our paints, and Power Outdoors for our sponsors. Appreciate y'all for putting this thing on, and Big Bacon for the broadcast.
Oh, we're more than happy to. Glad to do it each and every week, man. I'm speechless after watching what I just watched. Fairbury didn't disappoint, my man. What are your thoughts moving on to the Chili Bowl next week?
Yeah, I found out we was going to run the Chili Bowl just about 5 minutes ago, so I guess I got to put a setup together here over the next couple of days to see what we can do.
Oh, there it is, Chad, right from the man's mouth. We're going to see old Satterfield one more time for this Chili Bowl next week. Congratulations on another podium finish this evening, my man. You definitely didn't disappoint. That was awesome to watch. Look forward to seeing you.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. Take care. Woo, wild, man. It was wild. It was sizzling. Man, as Chris would say, man, those wings were everywhere. But, man, they did good. They did really good. And I can't wait for the Chili Bowl. It was Twisted. Another big shout out, Twisted Motorsports. Doesn't disappoint. It was twisted all night, but it was awesome. It was good racing. And I hope you race fans enjoyed yourselves. Thoughts, Wild Man? What do you think?
I'm speechless.
Did they break you? I think they broke the Wild Man.
I'm broken right now. I am broken on the inside. My head's a pretzel. As Cal Naughton would say, my head is a pretzel right now. I don't know what I just watched. I'm like, I feel like I just witnessed an out of body experience. You know,
That's awesome. I hope they do it to the Wild Man next week as well when we go to the Chili Bowl. I have been waiting and waiting for this. I'm excited. I hope you all race fans are too. As Wild Man just said, he's broken. That's how good this racing was tonight. I hope you had some fun. Again, shout out to Red River Valley iRacing League, HRH Motorsports, Big Bacon Media, and of course Twisted Motorsports for sponsoring the series. Any last thoughts, Wyatt?
I'm going to go ahead and run through our feature results and give everyone their credit where credit is due. Again, y'all, tonight's winner was Devin Butson at 13 machine, Grant Wesley coming home second, Robert Satterfield third, Thomas B. Mitchell holds on to that fourth spot, and Dustin Helms rounds out fifth. Sixth was going to be Shane Yates in the 111 car. Robert Charette coming home seventh tonight in that 64 machine. A little bit of a rough go at the beginning, but he was able to pull off a decent finish this evening. Cale Hilbeck going to be finishing eighth in the 58. Ninth is going to be Steven Fernberg in the 29 machine. Patrick Spangler able to get back up to 10th in that 04. Rowan Jones, rough go for him. Caught the wall. Wrong place, wrong time on another caution. Just a rough night for him. Able to still hold on to an 11th place spot. Greg Chandler going to come home 12th. Dalton Hayden 13th. Nicholas Ralstead finishing 14th. The Wild Child, Jonathan Lee. Rough go at the end there. Falls back all the way to 15th this evening in that 55L machine. Tough to see, but all part of it. And rounding out the 16 cars that were on the track this evening was Ross Carrenta out of Phantom Motorsports in that 10 car. Rough go of it for him as well, man. He had a car that could have competed. I hate to see it, but we all know that's all part of dirt track racing. Sometimes it happens good for you, and sometimes it doesn't. It's just the way she rolls.
Absolutely, yeah. He was keeping it low there, and you can't full send it when you go low. You have to let the car roll through the turn. Unfortunately, got a little tag, and he went in the back and worked pretty darn hard to get back up to where he finished there. So tough go at it there, but. Y'all, we'll see you next week starting Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern, is when these boys start getting practice for the Chili Bowl.
HRH Motorsports Dirt Street Stock Series going to hit the track first Friday evening. Right behind them going to be the Corag Super Late Models. Again, at the Chili Bowl, y'all. That small little track with a full-size late model on it. It's going to get interesting. And then, of course, Saturday night. Yet again, the Twisted 360 Sprint cars hit Chili Bowl as well. Definitely going to be interesting, Bacon. I'm excited. I'm broken. I'm broken.
I'm setting the DVR now, so if you don't want to miss it, y'all, Big Bacon Media on Facebook, Red River Valley iRacing League Facebook as well, Wild Man Gaming, Big Bacon Gaming, C. Ricky Bobby Imbus. We're all here. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Twisted Motorsports, for tonight's race. And as he said, I can't wait either. It feels like Christmas. It's Christmas coming early. It's the Chili Bowl, brother.
I'm feeling the Christmas spirit. I got snow flying through the air. It's cold up here in old North Dakota in the Red River Valley. I'm excited. I think Santa's brought us some good drivers and some good racing action, man. I'm excited. I'm happy with my Christmas.
Absolutely. I can't wait to unload the stockings at the Chili Bowl a little early. Y'all, I have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.
Thank you again for being here. We really appreciate all the support. As I always say, keep it wild.
Keep it sizzling.
And for old C. Ricky Bobby Imbus, where's the chicken wings? We'll see
Deuces,
you guys next
y'all.
week.
Yeah.